New heroes in Overwatch are always exciting, figuring out their playstyle, their unique presence, and the distinct design of each hero. But somewhere there's been an ever-consistent failure, and it is not within the design philosophy or even strictly the balance of the game. Overwatch isn't failing at design or balance, its failures are tied to the hyperfixation on one aspect of the hero's identity. Today we're going to explain Blizzard's focus on balancing for one part of a hero's kit, provide in-depth examples, and help figure out what direction we need to head in. Make sure you subscribe for more hero design discussions and other various Overwatch content. And a massive reminder, I may present everything as a fact, but remember that this is all one man's opinion and perspective. You are allowed to disagree and dispute any points. I am merely giving my subjective thoughts and opinions. This is all from my own experience. Overwatch heroes' kits have many abilities, weapon functions, and a high impact ultimate, with some heroes even having passives. All these factors are equally as important as each other and serve to create a fun, exciting, and unique kit. I firmly believe that all aspects of a hero should be treated as equally important as each other and should all work in harmony. Take Tracer for example. I use Tracer a lot as an example, but it's a really good character to do this with. Her kit is perfectly harmonious. Blinks are a great movement tool balanced by their cooldown cycle, lack of damage / util, and distance. In combination with Recall, you get a clear gameplay design from just the abilities alone. Blinks are a versatile tool, with Recall being your reset button. It's clear, understandable, and again, it's harmonious design. The problem is when a hero's kit does not do this, when the harmony falls apart and we end up with one singular aspect of a character's kit being overtuned or largely more important than the rest. A hyperfocus on the hero doing one thing leads to boring, stale, and bland gameplay. It would be like writing a song and using one chord for the entire duration of the song, or one singular drum pattern. Sure, it's cool and it's fun, but after just a little while, you start asking for more. The philosophy for design balance, I'm using that term, design balance, it's almost the design direction of the balance, if you know what I mean, has really been pushed in this one-dimensional direction for quite a while now actually. So let's break down some hero examples and explain where the problem is and what we can do to fix it. Firstly, we have a very recent and important case, Vendetta, one of the newest heroes in Overwatch, and the problem is on full display here. It is abundantly clear that overhead is the strongest part of the character's kit. And I don't mean it in the way that Bubble is Winston's best ability. I mean it in the fact that overhead is Vendetta. Vendetta is overhead. These are the same thing. The rest of her abilities and attacks are kinda just fluff. The balance direction and design philosophy of Vendetta has been abhorrent. Never changing the way overhead works or the damage it deals is insanity. What's the problem with this? You may wonder. It leads to an unfun kit to play against and even to play, as the only thing you are interacting with is a singular attack, making you feel less in control when playing against Vendetta. But on the other side, the player feels helpless when they are not landing overheads. Feast or Famine design is a very slippery, dangerous slope. Think about a character like Widowmaker. You want your hero to be able to do things at a semi-high uptime. Vendetta is nothing more than bam, it's overhead and you're dead. That's it. One-dimensional, uninteractive, and boring design. She needs a focus on her other abilities being stronger, faster, and then a nerf to her overhead before we can realistically take her design seriously and push her further. Another example, this time it's of a hero I personally think is really fun and actually quite well balanced at the moment. I just, 1, do not like the direction they've gone, and 2, I think it's a perfect example of the quote-unquote problem. Wuyang. Wuyang is primary fire slob. Is it fun? Yes, but that's not the point. He's essentially just a primary weapon. His health has been nerfed down to 225, his cooldowns are extremely high for what they are, but yet they kept his damage pretty much the same as it was when he launched. I feel this is just the wrong way to go with the hero. You don't want to spread your eggs too thin, but you don't want to overflow a basket so much that the eggs fall out and break. If you play Wooyoung, you will understand that his kit encourages you to not use your abilities unless you are being pushed or your team desperately needs the wave. The cooldowns and strength of the ability ratio is all off. These abilities are not that strong, yet are stuck on such improportionate cooldown timers. It feels like I'm literally never using my abilities, and that sucks. Especially in a hero shooter where we all have these fancy cooldowns and abilities. I want to use them, and I want to have impact through my ability when I get to use it. Again, Wooyoung needs a slight primary nerf, some of his health back, and to just lower his cooldowns. From that point, we can kind of see if anything is too out of line and bring it up or down accordingly. I want to do one quick one here, another example with Freya, a hero who is hopelessly failing right now due to this philosophy. She has a 44, I think, % win rate at the time of recording, and the directionless push for this hero has caused her to just feel like garbage. Firstly, she had way too much strength in a take-aim headshot combo on release. This is the exact same issue we've been describing, where all the power was on take-aim headshot and nothing else. Her kit served the headshot combo, and that was it. Now they're realizing that it isn't too fun to play into that, so they sort of pulled back the damage, and they've now given her a larger dash distance. A good change, in my opinion. Still, they are so slow and passive about it. The lack of radical change and direction has led to Freya having no eggs in any basket. She is just a floating hero in desperate need of a push, and I think this comes down to the fact they do not know what to do other than make one aspect of a hero strong. Freya is suffering because of that. In my opinion, she needs to play more closely to sort of a Tracer with the mobility, obviously not nearly as mobile as Tracer, but a focus on the mobility being a huge aspect of her playstyle, and then take aim being a little less bursty but maybe more frequently available. An honorable mention I want to just quickly throw in there is Reinhardt, an old classic well-designed hero. He has recently been designed in a way that makes his shield far stronger than the rest of his kit. I just want to throw that here because it shows that even the old heroes aren't safe. If you haven't gathered the solution I have already, here, I'll present it to you. Clearly, I do not want heroes to have this focus on one part of their kit. I like them all well-rounded, everything serves everything design, so what better way to show that off than to give some good hero design examples. It's been a while since I've talked about Genji in a video. I want you to tell me, what is the strongest aspect of Genji? You got it? Now, let me guess, you couldn't choose one thing, or you chose something that is much more abstract, like a concept. You didn't choose an individual ability. His strong aspect is the fact that he is a mobile character with a really good burst combo. Dash is a good ability, but only good because it helps him close the gap to deal maximum shuriken damage. Because guess what? The spread is really high on his shurikens, so you are encouraged to close the gap, and then he has an ability to enable him to close the gap. Dash and his primary work together, it's a good pair. Okay, but how do I then escape safely? Well, if you secure a kill, you get a reset on your dash cooldown, which gives you the choice to either leave the fight or go in for more. But also, you have deflect, which acts as a way to disengage and create distance from your enemy. You also get the choice to use deflect as part of your combo if you believe you can guarantee the kill. Look, okay, I'll stop you out of my Genji, but as you can tell, there is so much nuance, so much decision making across all aspects of his kit. And all aspects of his kit help serve the exact same purpose and all work together. This is a perfect design. Ana is a great example as well. Exact same question. What's Ana's strongest aspect? Is it nade? Is it sleep? Is it a damage from a long range? Is it nano boost? Who knows? The thing is, it's all of it. It all works so well together, and every part of her kit is competently strong. This just makes her a fun, interactive, distinct hero that you want to learn. You see, what we need is more of the Tracer, Winston, Lucio, Genji, and Ana style of kit. which are all, great well-designed heroes, but the thing is, this isn't even just anomalies. We still have characters like Ashe, Echo, Orisa, Brig, Mei, and so on, again, have this exact same philosophy. They have abilities that serve a playstyle, not an ability that dictates a playstyle. You play Vendetta to Overhead, and you use Blinks to play Tracer. There's a difference. Thank you so much if you watched this whole thing. Massively, massively appreciated. To summarize, Overwatch has been hyper-focusing on one part of a hero's kit instead of treating the whole kit as a whole. We need to go in a direction where the hero is impactful and fun due to a harmonious kit, not whatever's currently happening. And again, there's no hate to the developers of this game. And I actually think the 5 most recent heroes have actually been significantly better than the past in terms of this aspect. Anyway, I'm Parashgood. I've been your host. If you liked what you heard and saw, please consider checking out the rest of my stuff, leaving a like and all the usual stuff. And I hope you have a new outlook on game design. Thank you so very much. Have a good rest of your day.